Wes Doofenshmirtz was given a position as a head coach for Florida State after another successful season at Mississippi State, with Manu Coat leading the charge. After discussing the decision with his family, Wes decided to accept the offer under one condition. Manu Coat would join him in Tally to continue their quest for their first national championship. Manu hit the portal and signed with Florida State to try his hand at battling in the ACC. Wes joins the Seminoles as a respected head coach who transformed Mississippi State into a national powerhouse in just 3 seasons, never having a losing season. We began the season facing a familiar foe in the form of the Georgia Bulldogs. With Manu winning the job as a starting QB, let's take a look at the weapons he'd be throwing to. The likes of senior Jaylen Brown, juniors LaWayne McCoy and BJ Gibson, and sophomore in the slot Nathan Trainer. Now we got going pretty early, getting to it, not gonna lie. Jaylen Brown getting into the end zone. He's been my favorite receiver so far just to get the ball to, because he's quick as hell. 99 speed. I'm not abusing it. Like, I'm putting him in different spots to make plays. On the opposite side of the ball, we have the likes of Amari Williams on the right side and Lamont on the left side. Not gonna lie, like, this defense is filthy. Like, when I took the job here, I had to think it over. I didn't take a look at the roster. I just blindly made the decision to come here because the school is very prestigious. The running back room is pretty nice. As you can see, Redmond getting into the end zone off the catch. Getting my prize quarterback, Manu, to come with me, that was a big signing deal for me. And just the receivers, like seeing the receivers, seeing their different talents, different skill sets, I felt like I could come in and potentially win the ACC. Beating Georgia, how we beat them 31-13 was crazy. We took off and basically beat the brakes off of Georgia on opening day in Florida. And as you can see, the star of the show, senior Jaylen Brown, 10 catches for 104 yards, 2 tutties. Now, in this game, we took on the likes of FCS, Manu versus senior quarterback Chroma Key. It wasn't no question that we would come into this game ready to layeth the smackdown on FCS Midwest, fresh off of our statement win over Georgia. We used this free game to evaluate Manu and Chroma Key in game. It took Manu 1 half to establish himself as the guy for us. Chroma Key didn't play bad, but his skill wasn't matching that of Mr. Coat. And this game was also exceptional for Lamont, as he basically set a record, getting 8 sacks in this game. Like, he couldn't be stopped. And I'm not gonna lie, like, this is just filthy work on the inside. So just watching this in real time was crazy, because I wasn't even controlling him on the line. He was just frying the lineman all game. But Manu said, shit, let me go over the top to BJ Gibson. We had to make a statement. You know, it wasn't no struggling against an FCS school. If we do that, we look very, very, very weak, which honestly we can't have happen. But again, going over the top to Jaylen Brown, going to the house. Putting him in the slot was a good decision for us offensively, I think. I feel like having him on the outside when he doesn't really have a good release rating wouldn't do nothing for him. And I would have to hope that he doesn't, get pressed. But again, they got to the quarterback. Lamont Green picks that up, scoop and score. And they're just begging us to stop at this point. We shut them out 70-0, looking every bit of a top 5 team in the country. Manu Coat, though, stole the show. 315 passing yards, 70.8% completion percentage. Got tongue-tied like a hoe. Bear with me. This is one take. We do not do second takes around here. Next game, we took on Clemson. In Clemson, So this is my first. Well, my first user matchup was against Miami. Didn't get that game on here because it was recorded on Twitch. So I just didn't see the need to kind of try to pull that while I had my face on it. It wouldn't make sense, so we just skipped over it. Just know, Manu played shitty. We threw 3 picks. Was not a lovely game from Manu. But in back-to-back user games was crazy. This touchdown was very crazy to me, not gonna lie. Missed tackles, like, we let a tight end go to the end zone on us. That shit didn't feel good at all. But regardless, I was gonna come in and duel. You know, Manu came to play, going over the top to BJ Gibson. Don't press BJ Gibson. He's gonna do what needs to be done. And even if you try to play a little close, he's gonna blaze by you. But I think the story of the game for me was just defensive breakdowns. My fucking safety didn't know where the fuck he was going. Nigga was looking towards the fans while the running back ran right past him. Big time issue. But I gotta come back and I gotta respond. And I'm gonna go over the top again to BJ Gibson. 2 tutties in the first half. Have yourself a fucking day. 2 catches for 88 yards. He's that. And he only a junior, so he has time if he doesn't go into the draft after this season, given that we've done good with him. You know, he comes back to us, you know, that'll be pretty simple. But yeah, the quarterback play from this guy, I sell caps, homie. This is just a defensive breakdown, not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Got shut out in the second half, which didn't help my cause. The game was very winnable, I would say that. I just feel like I didn't make certain throws. I missed certain throws. Defensively, I had certain breakdowns, and that's why the result was the result, man. But we moved on from it. Coming into the California game, I was already fresh off of a win because we thrashed Arkansas. We put the fucking beat down on them. Former SEC foe, that felt good to go and beat them. Did we come into Cal? Obviously, Cal is just they wouldn't prepare to roll over for us, but we had other plans. Not gonna lie, you know, I made throws with Manu that just made sense the whole game. I wanted to cut out the turnovers because that had been a big thing the past 2 weeks before the Arkansas game. So Manu, we started working on taking care of the ball more, taking what the defense gives us. Manu giving a Heisman pose, and not gonna lie, Manu will be destined for a Heisman. I just want y'all to know that y'all will witness Manu win a Heisman on this channel, potentially. But that user lurk was pretty fucking beautiful. Not gonna lie, baiting that shit felt good in real time. So yeah, we locked in at this point, making plays. And who am I gonna go to in the slot? Jaylen Brown for a touchdown. We're already up 14-0, quiet in that crowd, mic drop in front of the crowd. Come on now. SoCal wasn't ready for us, bro. Manu Coat again up the middle for another touchdown. And you already know we gotta hit the pose. It comes from Mississippi State to Florida State. King me. Well, I sounded country when I said that. Very funny. But we're not done yet. Over the top to BJ Gibson. Manu showing off the immense arm talent. Scouts, if you're not paying attention to him, I promise you, he gonna wake y'all up his junior year. Because he's only gonna get better. Sophomore year, you see what he's delivered so far. But we give it to DJ Braswell. Crown me. 53-6. That was a complete beatdown. We only gave up a field goal in a third. Other than that, we was on ass the whole game. And again, star of the show, Manu Coat. 82.4 completion percentage with 4 total touchdowns on the day. This game was pretty funny to put in, not gonna lie. I didn't have to upload this video, but I feel like not having a Duke game in here and the backstory as to what happened in this game, it would just be a crime not to give y'all that. So basically, we had MJ. If you've watched my 2K videos, you know who MJ is. He joined the league He was at Florida, didn't work out, retired himself, and decided to come into Duke to do a rebuild. That rebuild ended with me, not gonna lie. I was on his ass. I was given intel, we scouted, watched film, and I did what needed to be done. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this ball is underthrown a little bit, but it worked out. Manu with a fucking strike to BJ Gibson over the top, made the catch. Go QB sneaking in for the touchdown. We're rolling, man. Like, at this point, we got MJ fuming. That shit was hilarious. MJ was fucking furious. I was blitzing him the whole game. I didn't give a damn. Had to send the blitz at him. I feel like if you watch my channel, I did a Duke rebuild. And I built Duke into a powerhouse, so I know exactly where Duke lacked. Given that this is like year 4, and for them to be the ranking they was, automatically known that the O-line was not rebuilt. Duke, in any rebuilds you do with Duke, again, this is a strike. Took a hit and still delivered a great ball, which leads to a touchdown for Nathan Traynor. But back to what I was saying, like, yeah, in order for Duke to be successful, you had to rebuild the O-line first. That's like the main thing. If you don't build their O-line, man, it's over with. And just like here, tried to take a shot. We had that shit in the box, though. I could have had 35 points, but I was bullshitting. I tried to run like 3 QB blast in the red zone at like the 3. So if I would have just ran the ball, which is working all game, yeah, we don't won by a lot more. But regardless, we take down Duke, send MJ packing out the league. Doing what we supposed to, man. 28-14. Not gonna lie, when he scored in the 4th, I was like, yeah. Like, it was some, like I said, it was some bullshit. I threw a bullshit ass pick too. Like, this game wasn't serious for me, but my new coat still 20-64 yards, 68.2 completion percentage, 3 tutties. My performance against MJ not only awarded me ACC Defensive Player of the Week, but it also awarded me National Defensive Player of the Week. Taking a look at the recruiting, though, my first year recruiting with this team, and I can tell you now we got some dogs coming in. I got a left end that as you can see, 4-star that I've gone after. I got hella DBs from cornerbacks to strong safeties to free safeties. I went after receivers because I feel like if I'm losing one of my best receivers that's a speedster, we got to replace that. And we also got to get some guys that's going to be very physical, because a lot of teams like to press, or a lot of teams like to, they like to get up in your grill. So I need guys that can go up and snag that thing. So yeah, I'm working on 5 stars to basically bring to Florida State. I'm putting together a top 5 recruiting class once again. I did it last season at Mississippi State, and that says a lot about my coaching skills, man. But regardless, we're here at the Florida game. One final game for us in our quest for the college football playoff. BJ Lagway transferred out, taking his talents to Houston. So it left them with a freshman QB who was not ready to take over. Their season didn't go as planned, so with nothing to play for, beating us would only be for the love of this rivalry. And I kid you not, their defense did not come to play with us. It sucks that MJ really fucked up their season, because who knows where they would be. Like, they could, like, with the defense that they had, they could have been probably like top 5, top 3 in the SEC. Borderline playoff team, and this game would probably mean a lot more. Like, it's a rivalry game, huge rivalry game, but it's like, yeah, this game would mean like a hell of a whole lot more if they had more to play for. But regardless, them beating us is only for the love of the game, and they quarterback was making some fucking throws, I tell you. I thought that, just when I thought like he couldn't, like it was a throw like he couldn't make, he delivered a strike, and I was just looking real crazy, to be honest. So it just made me elevate my play with Manu and the rest of the team. And we punched it in with DJ, king me. But their quarterback, not gonna lie, not done yet. But little did he know, Don't try my DBs, man. I will say the likes of KJ Simpson, Steve Winbush, and James Chenault that I got in the transfer portal, outstanding this season for us. I do feel like Kai Jones, my cornerback, he needs to get better at man coverage, or EA needs to award him for his good man coverage ratings. But regardless, end up getting a safety after we got the sack. So we was sitting pretty comfortable, 23-7. But this has been a problem for us, I'm not gonna lie. Third downs really be fucking us up. Like, we do the work on the first two downs, and then third down, yeah, it just give us some stupid shit, and that was very much some stupid shit. But like I said, as you see, the score is stagnant because their defense is playing solid, but my defense came ready to step up. So I didn't really hit the panic button too much. It's more so like, they making plays. Right here, they tie the game up, going over the top. And at this point, the hairs on the back of my neck have stood up, because it's like, if we lose, we're out the playoff. Losing to a 6-5 Florida team, we're out the playoff. We're sliding a lot in the rankings, as you see where we're ranked right now. So, legacy drive. Like, that's all it is, legacy drive. Manu Coat making the throws necessary to put us in a position to go win the game at the end of the day. They sent the blitz. They basically tried to overload one side, recognized it, made the throw. 2nd and 8. We're going to go over the top to Landon Thomas, the best tight end in the nation, making the catch, hitting the Heisman pose. Now, I don't think he wins Heisman. Maybe he's in the pose for his QB. Who knows? But Florida State tried to come back with some shit. Did not work, though. Lamont Green, probably the Heisman in college football this year, made the play for Florida State. And we take it home, 30-23. This is a lovely regular season, and I'm really excited to show y'all what's next. Next time, we'll get into the college football playoff of Florida State, and we'll go through the journey that we've been on. So, like, comment, subscribe who you think we're going to be playing in the college football playoff. I'm Phase 1B Rose, and I will get to y'all next video, coming real soon.